Okay, here we are, Barbara. We're on your website. I'm going to walk you through the posting of a blog post. I'm going to show you how to connect your Twitter and your Facebook. And what else was there? Something else. I'll figure it out when I get there. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to your dashboard inside on the back end, and then that's the other thing. I was gonna show you some of the things with your store. Maybe I can do that in another recording. Um, okay, the biggest thing that you need to know from the entry angle right here is that the difference between posts and pages, wherever those are, your pages are right here. The pages are your parts of the website that are up front, and the posts go on the blog. You're just going to click Add New, and it's going to open up a brand new window every time. Let's see here. The cache that I put on here is not, it's never in active use for an admin that's logged in like you or me. So you won't see a site improvement of speed. One way to test that it's working or how well it's working is to log out and then visit the site logged out, and it should give you the cached version. So I've also pretty sure I did set up the jetpack so that we're pulling images through the WordPress content delivery network. So WordPress is giving us additional bandwidth to speed up the site. Here we are. Okay. Here we are, your posts. Your post title is here. You have to always have a post title. Your blog does use subtitles in some places, so you probably want to use that. Again, just make it a keyword rich subtitle. Let's see, if it's ever on HTML, there's your tabs right there. If it's ever on HTML when you get in here, just click the visual. I think it defaults to the last used setting, but I'm not sure if it does it by user or not. So if I've ever left it that way, then first thing you want to check is that right there. Make sure that it's on visual. Otherwise, you're going to see all the code. Basically, this is the editor that I installed. Let's see. A lot of this stuff I can trim off of here and take it out so that it's not too much for you. But there's basically, if you just hover over each individual thing, there's the kitchen sink. See, I took a whole row away right there. If you hover over each individual item, it'll tell you what it is in Chrome. You can even proofread it. Here's how you do your videos. Here's where your images go. Actually, you can't use that. You only use that to edit the images. To actually insert or upload, you want to use this one right here. But basically, anything that you want to do in here, bold, italics, it's just like writing an email. Your alignment. If you ever have any problems, just let me know, because there's been a lot of stuff with your site. I think it's related to your theme, where I've had to come in, go to the HTML, fix the code, and then I could use the visual again. If you're in the middle of writing something, starting up here on this side, you can just save your draft always. If you want to preview the item before you post it, you can do that here. You can publish it immediately. This right here is publicize. It's not connected anywhere. That's the one you want to click show on. If you click show on here, you can connect to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Tumblr, Yahoo. I think all you have to do is click this like so, and it'll, in a new tab, it's going to open up the Facebook login. I think I'm already logged in. It's just going to ask me to accept application settings. There we are. See, there we are. There we are. I wouldn't want to put it on your personal page. You want to publicize it to your Cool Kind Kids page. Just to be sure, I'm thinking you might want to click the make this connection available to all users of the blog. That way that if I ever have to do anything in there for you or in your absence, it will also be publicized. So what you do is you just highlight the one your Cool Kind Kids page, you click OK, and boom, it'll be connected. Once it's connected, it's going to stay that way. So we won't ever have to mess with that part again. So that's where you can do that. You can do that right here. You can also go through the Jetpack and do it there. But you can move the item to the trash right here, and this is your publish button. This is where you're always going to publish, save draft, or publish, one of the two. Your categories are listed over here, and your tags go down below that. I don't think you have any tags on the blog right now. Your options, post options, I've buried under here. On all WordPress items right here, you can toggle it to open it up, and it's going to show you your event calendar connection with your blog. For you, I figured if you ever do your book or book signings or things like that, you might want that. So I've left it intact. I've just got it closed by default. This is your keyword density checker. This is going to always count all your keywords. It's going to show you the sidebars on here. You're always not going to see. You don't need to use any of those sidebars, so you don't need to mess with that. You can do your own keyword thing if you want. What it's going to do is it's going to show you your most used single keywords, 2-word phrases, and your 3-word phrases. And it's going to use a suggestion that you can copy and paste, and put it right down here in the keywords part. Then you just use those keywords and create a sentence, some kind of legible sentence. And it tells you right here, 60 characters for titles, 160 characters for descriptions. Those are pretty important. You don't want to go over on those. If anything, a little less. Featured image you won't use really. I would say don't use it for the blog. If you want to put an image in your post, you can do that through the editor. Tags, you can always add them. We have them already on site for the products. And then your categories are right here. You just click the one that you want, or you can add a new one here, and it'll add that particular category. We've covered, let's see what all we covered. We covered your connection for the Twitter and for the Facebook, and I think we've covered most everything else up here that's pretty important. It's not that difficult. If you can get online, get on the internet, and log an email, you can do this. It's pretty much the same thing. If you have any problems, or if you want me to go more in depth about any of these things, just let me know. I'll be glad to do that for you, Barb. Okay. If you have any questions, as always, just let me know. I'll be glad to answer them for you. Have a good night now.